Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the Denver Broncos, but after every touchdown that Bo Nix scores, we get to steal a player from the team he scored on. And last season, Denver did actually end up having a pretty good year because they did make it to the playoffs, but with that being said, if we want this team to be a Super Bowl favorite, I feel like we need to add more star power, so hopefully Bo Nix can do that. But anyways, this is what the Broncos offense looks like to start off the season. I mean, they definitely aren't bad, but they could be a lot better. And on the other hand, I mean, right now, the Broncos defense is actually looking pretty loaded. So hopefully this roster can play well to start off the season. But anyways, in week 1, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Seahawks. And it looks like Denver does start off with the ball in this game. So I'm hoping that we can get off to a quick start against Seattle so we can start taking some players. It looks like we are going to be just short of the first down. And since we only need 2 yards for the first, I am going to put it in the air this time, and hopefully we can get somebody open. It looks like we are going to have Everett. So Everett Ingram's going to give us a fresh set of downs. I'm going to try and keep it on the ground with McLaughlin again, though. And hopefully we can get some blocks. That actually should be a first down this time. It looks like that's actually going to go for a big gain. He picked up a lot more yardage than I thought he was going to get there. So that might set us up pretty well here. I mean, I might try and go for Mims. I'm hoping Mims can bring this in. And it looks like he is going to have another first. Seattle's defense is going to make it difficult on us though, because after that they did get a few stops. So now it's 3rd and 10. I'm hoping that somebody can get open here, but we're gonna get hit. I mean, if we were closer to getting a first down, I would definitely go for it on 4th down, but since we need 10 yards, I'll just take the field goal to make sure that we put some points on the board, and it looks like we are gonna nail it. So we're up 3-0. But anyways, we're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, and it looks like we are down 7-3 right now, but as you can see, our field position is great right now. So hopefully this time we can actually punch it in for a touchdown. I'm gonna try and run a slant right here with Sutton. I'm hoping that he can get open, but if he's locked up, actually he is gonna have that, but he dropped it, which is gonna bring up a 3rd down. So we need to get 5 yards or else we're gonna get held to a field goal once again. I might be able to end it off right here, though, if we can get Mims open, and it looks like he's gonna have it, but he's still short. We're literally 1 yard away here, though, so even if we can't find somebody open, I could just keep it on the ground and run it in with Nix. And that is what I'm gonna do, man. So that's gonna be Bo Nix's first touchdown of the season, which means we do get to steal at least one player from the Seahawks after this game. And better yet, that will give us the lead. And after that, it looks like the Broncos did go on to win this thing 13-7. So, I mean, that was a pretty low scoring game. I thought there would be more scoring, but I don't care. I'm happy with the dub. And since we did score the 1 touchdown with Bo Nix, we did get to steal 1 player from the Seattle Seahawks. And I feel like this team really needs a running back right now, so I went ahead and picked up Kenneth Walker. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to week 2 for our home opener, and it looks like we have a much tougher opponent because now we have to go up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Pittsburgh did score first, so we're down 7-0 right now. But to start off the drive, I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Walker, who's not gonna get a bunch. He only got 3 yards there. I'm gonna try and hand it off to him again, but honestly, I don't think we're really gonna be able to get a whole lot on the ground against a defense like this. I mean, again, we were only able to get 3 yards there, so now it's 3rd and 4. I'm gonna try and go for Mims, who is gonna keep the drive alive. I'm gonna try and go back to a slant with Sutton, though. I feel like if he can get away, this has potential to go for a big pickup, and it looks like that is gonna go for a huge gain. That brings it into the red zone. Or not. I thought we were at the 16 for some reason, but we're at the 26-yard line. But either way, we are set up pretty well right now. That should be another first down right there from Mims. I mean, right now, passing the ball seems to be working out a lot better than the run game. I mean, I feel like they really haven't had much of an answer for anything that we've done in the air. I mean, that almost went for the touchdown right there. We're only 1 yard away now. So I'm going to try to punch this in, and it looks like we are going to have Sutton for the touchdown. So just like that, the Denver Broncos are going to tie it up at 7 apiece. But anyways, we're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, and it looks like the Broncos are in control of this game. We're up 14-7 right now, and we have possession. So another touchdown here is going to make it pretty tough for Pittsburgh to come back. Because by the time we score a touchdown, if we score a touchdown, we should be like well into the 4th quarter. That's a first touchdown right there from Walker. And after that, I just let the clock run a bit. So now we're in the fourth quarter. I'm going to try and go for one more run with Walker. And it looks like he's going to almost have another first. I mean, it seems like running the ball is working out a lot better in the second half. So that's a good sign. But I'm going to try and end it off right here. If we can get Sutton open. That's kind of close, but he is going to bring it in. So that's another passing touchdown from Nix, which is going to give the Broncos a 2-score lead. And after that, it looks like we were able to sneak out with the win. We're going to take it 21-14. So the Broncos are 2-0 to start off the season. And Bo Nix did score 2 touchdowns against the Steelers. So we got to steal 2 players from Pittsburgh. And obviously we had to focus on the defense because Pittsburgh's defense is loaded. So I decided to take Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt. But anyways, after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 6 to see how this team was doing. And we somehow found a way to lose to the Jets and the Raiders back to back. So now we're 3-2, which is kind of disappointing, but we're going to be taking on the LA Chargers in week 6. And so far it has been a pretty tight game, but we are down by 3 points right now. So I'm hoping that we can take the lead into the half. There's only 2 minutes before halftime. I mean, that's definitely a good start. That's going to bring it all the way to the 43-yard line. So I might try and go for a bit of a shot here. I'm hoping that we can get Sutton open. That is going to be close, but he is going to bring that into the red zone. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go for a few runs with Walker here. So I guess I'll hand it off to him and hope that we can get some blocks, but we did not. The O-line was no help there. So we actually ended up losing a yard. Aw, dude, hold on. That's kind of risky. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Honestly, probably shouldn't have put that one in the air. That definitely could have got picked off, but I mean, we got to find a way to get 11 yards now. So I'm just going to go back to this route. And hopefully, we just got to keep this on the ground, actually. We didn't have anybody open. I might be able to end it off right here, too, if Mims can get open. And it looks like we are going to have him in the end zone. So that's going to give the Broncos a 4-point lead right before the half.
A few moments later.
But unfortunately, after that, it looks like we did not do very well in the second half because this is going to be another pretty tough loss for the Broncos. So just like that, we are back down to 500 with a 3-3 record. And we only had the 1 touchdown in that game. So we only got to take 1 player from the LA Chargers, but we definitely made our 1 pickup count because now we have Derwin James on the defense. But anyways, I mean, obviously the last few weeks for the Denver Broncos have been pretty rocky. I mean, we lost 3 games in a row, which is definitely not good to see, but after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 9, and after losing to the Chargers, we did beat the Saints and Panthers back to back, which isn't much to brag about because neither of those teams are very good, but either way, we're 5-3 now, and we have probably our biggest test of the season in week 9 because now we have to play the Ravens. And Baltimore did score on their first drive of the game, so we are down 7-0 right now, so this is a pretty important drive right out of the gate because we do not want to fall 2 scores behind the Ravens, so hopefully we can do that. But I'm going to try and go for Marvin Mims here, and it looks like we barely got that off, but he is going to have the first down. So 14 yards to go and we're in for the touchdown. I'm going to try and go back to Mims here, but honestly, I really feel like this route probably isn't going to work. Actually, he's going to be wide open, so that's going to go for a pretty quick touchdown from Denver. So just like that, we are all tied up at 7. But anyways, we're coming back out here in the second quarter, and it looks like we're still tied up at 7 right now with a chance to take the lead. So if we can go into halftime up by 7 points, that would be pretty big for us because I'm pretty sure we do also start the second half off with the ball. So I mean, hopefully we can end up punching this in for a touchdown, but I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Walker this time. I'm not going to try to score with him because if we want to take players, we do need to punch it in with Bo Nix. But we are going to get a bit of yardage, which is really all I was aiming for there. But I'm going to try and end it off right here. I mean, if we can get Sutton open, that should go for a touchdown, and it looks like he is going to bring that in. So that's going to give the Broncos a 7-point lead over the Ravens, but there's still a lot of time for Baltimore to score before the half. But surprisingly enough, our defense was actually able to stop Lamar, so we still have a 7-point lead coming into the third quarter. And we've done a pretty good job at moving down the field. I mean, we're already in the red zone. So all we got to do is not throw an interception. And either way, even if we can't score a touchdown, we are going to take a 2-score lead. But against a team like Baltimore, scoring a touchdown will definitely help us out a lot more. But anyways, it's 3rd and 1 after that play right there, since we couldn't pick up the first. So I'm going to keep it on the ground with Walker, who is barely going to get it. So that will keep us on the field for the time being. I'm going to see if we can end it off right here, though. I mean, if Ingram can get open, that could work out, but I'm kind of betting on Sutton, or I guess that, yeah, that is Sutton. Okay, Sutton's going to be in for the score, which is going to give the Denver Broncos a 2-score lead. So things are definitely looking pretty good for us right now. And after that, it looks like the Broncos did go on to win this game. So I'd say that's a pretty big upset. I mean, up to this point, that is by far our biggest win of the season. And since Bo Nix had 3 touchdowns, we got to take 3 players from the Baltimore Ravens. And Bo Nix has been playing pretty well throughout this whole video, but if we want to win a Super Bowl, I feel like Lamar Jackson is definitely the better option. So we got him, and we also took Zay Flowers, and we picked up Justin Madubuike for the defense. So as you can see, to end things off, I mean, this is probably the best defense in the league. If not, it's easily top 3. And on the other hand, I wouldn't say this is the best offense in the league or anything like that, but they are looking very solid. So this team is more than capable of winning a Super Bowl, but I guess only time will tell. So we're gonna sim to the playoffs and see what we can do to end off the season. And it looks like the Broncos did do pretty well to end off the season, because we're gonna go 13-4 to win the division, but the Cincinnati Bengals got the #1 seed, so we have to play the Chargers in the wild card round. And it looks like we did end up beating the Chargers in the wild card round, and after that we went on to take down the Bills in the divisional round. So now we play the Cincinnati Bengals for a trip to the Super Bowl. And I can't lie, man, I mean, I was honestly expecting a lot more out of the Bengals in this game, but we have a 21-7 lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. So if we can score here, I mean, we're gonna be going into halftime up by 3 scores, which would not be setting up the Bengals very well for a second half comeback. So hopefully we can do this. I'm gonna try and go for I think that, oh dude, we're gonna get sacked. Hold on, I didn't even have a chance to get the ball off there. So that's gonna set us back 7 yards, which honestly could be a drive killer. I'm just hoping that we can get back into field goal range. Lamar's gonna have the first though, so that'll bring it all the way to the 20-yard line. That clock is running ridiculously fast though, so we're gonna have to call a timeout after this. We are gonna have the first down, or I thought we had the first, but I guess we are just short. So it's 2nd and inches, and we only have 20 seconds to try and punch this in. We almost threw a pick. That would have been absolutely terrible if that was picked off, but thankfully it wasn't. So we kind of got a second chance here. And this time we're going to find Sutton in the end zone. So that's going to give us a 3-score lead right before halftime. So it is not looking good for Cincinnati. I mean, it looks like Joe Burrow did play a little bit better in the second half, but their defense didn't. So we're going to take it 42-24, which is going to send the Broncos to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like we're going to be playing the 9-8 Dallas Cowboys. And so far it looks like Denver has done pretty well. I mean, it's a close game, but we're up 14-7. So I'm gonna bring the defense out, and hopefully we can get a stop so we can go into halftime with the lead. I mean, there's only 1 minute and 42 seconds before halftime, so we just got to make sure that Dak doesn't storm down the field and score a touchdown or anything. I mean, that stop right there brings up a 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and 6. And I feel like everybody is locked up. He's just gonna throw that away. So we're gonna get the ball back with like 1 minute to work with. I mean, it's not gonna be easy, but if we can find a way to score a touchdown quickly here, we have a chance to go into halftime with like a 3 or a 2-score lead. We gotta work quickly here if we want to score though. So I might try and go for Flowers. He's probably gonna be locked up though. So Sutton might be our best option. That was... I can't believe we just did that. I actually have no words. I can't believe we just did that. I mean, after all of that work to get Dallas off the field, we just feed them the ball right back. So they're in perfect position to at least kick a field goal here. They only have 47 seconds though, and that is gonna bring up a third down. However, they only need 1 yard, so it's gonna be difficult to get a stop here. I mean, I'm thinking they might just keep it on the ground or not. I guess they're gonna pass the ball, but either way, they do have the first. We have a good defense though, so either way, I mean, I feel like we are still pretty... Oh, hold on. That's a touchdown. Oh, man. That sucks, bro. So I guess we're gonna be going into halftime, tied up at 14. And Dallas did score to open up the half, so we're down by 3 points right now, but either way, we have a chance to take the lead back with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna go for a few runs with Walker, and hopefully we can end up punching this in for a score. I'm gonna hit him again and see if he can pick up the first down this time, but he's gonna get caught. And he did not get a lot of yardage there. I mean, we only picked up 1 yard, so it's 3rd and 1. I'm gonna try and go for Flowers, and it looks like he is gonna be open. I honestly might be able to end it off with Lamar. I mean, we gotta watch out for Micah Parsons, because if he gets a hold of us, we might fumble the ball and we're gonna be losing yardage. I thought that was gonna work out a lot better than it did, but that definitely sucks. So now it's 2nd and 11. I'm gonna try and hit Zay, who might have the touchdown, but he's gonna get caught again. He had to slow down a little bit to catch the ball there, so that kind of ruined his speed. So now it's 3rd and 6. I'm gonna try and go back for Zay. Please bring that in. That's gonna be a touchdown. Okay, so we've got the lead back, but Dallas still has 2 minutes to score, so this thing is not over yet. And they are threatening to score once again. I mean, they've brought the ball all the way down to the 38-yard line, but it is 3rd down. So realistically, 2 more stops will end it, or we can just get an interception and end this thing right now. So that interception is going to seal the game for the Denver Broncos. So it looks like we are going to be able to get the job done with this team. Considering Dallas was 9-8 though, I mean, they put up a much bigger fight than I expected. But either way, I mean, obviously we still got the job done. So that's all that really matters. So as you can see, to end off the video, Lamar Jackson and the Denver Broncos are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.